Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. A crime, especially something like murder, doesn't affect just the victim. It also impacts the victim's friends, family, other loved ones, and a lot of other people as well. And novels that explore that impact can add to our understanding and can create interesting character levels, plot points, and more. Let's take a look at a novel like that today and turn the spotlight on Stef Harris's Double Jeopardy. Frank Winter has retired from the Boston police force and is now living quietly with his dog, Dolly. Then he learns that a man named Barry Krupke is about to be released from prison. This news is very personal to Winter. 20 years earlier, Krupke was arrested for the abduction and probable murder of Winter's daughter, Evie. He was acquitted, although he was in prison for other crimes. And that's the problem. Winter has always believed that Krupke was guilty. At the time, Winter threatened Krupke's life, and now that he's being freed from prison, there's concern that Winter will follow through on that threat. So Winter is given a minder, Detective Nunzio Arvito, to make sure that he stays away from Krupke. Winter isn't sure exactly what he's going to do, and he knows there are good reasons to leave Krupke alone. But he feels just as strong a need to find out the truth about what really happened to Evie. Arvito tries to keep tabs on Winter, and though the two are very different, they begin to form a sort of friendship. For Arvito, Winter is an icon. So he's both nervous and excited to work with somebody he respects that much, a storied veteran. For Winter, Arvito is a smart young man who's having trouble fitting in with the police force and who needs mentoring. In the meantime, Krupke has his own agenda. He spent 20 years in prison, stopped drinking, and has tried to turn himself around. He wants to start his life over and put the past behind him. He didn't count on Winter coming back to haunt him, though, and that's going to get in the way of Krupke's plans. His main protection, though, is that even if Winter catches up with him, he can't be arrested for Evie's abduction and murder again because the U.S. Constitution forbids double jeopardy. As the novel goes on, Winter and Krupke both prepare for a confrontation. Each has good reason to go after the other. And in his way, Arvito prepares too. And as the story moves on, we follow as each of them, cat and mouse style, goes after the other. So what are the elements in this story? What holds it together? What keeps it going? One of the important points of the novel, and this is what I was mentioning before, is the impact of a serious crime on those who know and love the victim. Frank Winter has been devastated by the loss of his daughter. Even after all these years, he's angry and profoundly sad about what happened, and so are the other people in Evie's lives. And it has an impact on all of them. Winter's character, Krupke's character, and Arvito's character are also important in the novel, so we get to know them. In fact, the story is told mainly from their perspectives, third person, past tense. Winter is a Vietnam veteran with a tough kind of exterior, but he still loves his ex-wife Mary and visits her regularly in the memory care center in which she lives. For him, finding Krupke is an intensely personal thing. Krupke has his own past and a deep resentment against the prison system and against Winter, whom he sees as responsible for thwarting him. Arvito is a computer tech wizard who also happens to be a skilled chef. He's trying to make it as a police detective, but hasn't yet developed the skills and self-confidence that he needs to really succeed as a police detective. This is a thriller, so there are gunfights, narrow escapes, and questions as to who can be trusted and who can't, and whether people are who they seem to be. Readers who like to go along for the ride and don't mind suspending disbelief will appreciate that that's what goes on here. Double Jeopardy is a thriller that explores the impact of a serious crime on everyone involved. It features a past to present link and a sort of Old West confrontation between the old sheriff and the outlaw. But it's set in a contemporary Boston and Vermont setting. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kimberg. Thanks for watching.